Hi there, this is Ernesto Verdugo, and I want to communicate something to you which I think is very, very interesting and very, very important. Now, if you have not heard of this yet, I am very happy that I'm going to be the first person to actually bringing this into your conscious mind. Well, what happens is that about 72 hours ago, a software company released a new version of a social network app kind of thing that has been taking the world by storm. The name of this app software, it is Rippln, and actually it is based on the ripples that you will create. For example, if you will put a stone or you will put a drop in the ocean, actually all those ripples that will be created. Now, this is very interesting because the company opened about 72 hours ago, and within 72 hours there's over 70,000 people that have actually signed up for this. I had not seen this since the time of Twitter. I tell you, this is very, very powerful. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. And I think it'll be worth your time actually learning about this, because this is really the latest of what is happening on the internet. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about what Rippln is all about. Rippln, basically, it is a software that is a combination between Groupon and WhatsApp and Facebook and Angry Birds, because it's also a bit of a game. And it is quite interesting because just imagine that you actually take the social network element from it, plus the communication from WhatsApp, plus the playing situation from Angry Birds, plus the possibilities of actually purchasing and selling stuff from Groupon, and you put that together in one app. Can you imagine how powerful that would be? Well, let me just tell you exactly why I am telling you that this is very, very important for you to pay attention to what I am saying. Right now, as of this video, there's over 5 million users in Twitter. Now, I remember very, very well in March 2007, I went to the South by Southwest event in Austin, Texas. And that day, suddenly, I mean, I went to one of the presentations, and everybody was talking about Twitter, and I had never heard of Twitter in my life before. And I was not the only one. Many of the people that were actually there suddenly started becoming crazy about Twitter. Within a matter of days, Twitter exploded like crazy. And of course, I mean, everybody was really getting very much into Twitter. So that's why I was telling you, I have not seen this growth and this tremendous impact on the internet as I have actually seen, with Twitter since March 2007. Now, how did I actually get to learn about this tool so quickly? Well, I am good friends with Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is a respected internet expert and internet guru, if you want to put it like that. He actually was one of my first speakers when I actually started creating my events in Dubai. I am here on this picture. I mean, just on this picture over here, you're seeing him. You're seeing me just giving him the Best Speaker Award with my partners Gautam Ganglani and Ram Ganglani. And what happens is, I mean, I have a lot of respect for him, and then he sent me an email. He said, well, you know, I want to invite you to a webinar, and on this webinar there's going to be this presentation, which is just going to be for about 700 or 800 people. So, I mean, I noticed that it was actually a personal email from him, so I actually went to the presentation and I saw the presentation, and what I saw absolutely blew my mind. Now, when I saw it, I thought, wow, this is crazy. So as soon as this presentation finished, the first thing that I did is I went to see how many results they were in Google about Rippln. And that suddenly one of the things that I realized is that they were only very, very few results. There were hardly anything, right? This was just within a matter of hours. But I already realized that time had already picked up on it. Now, within a few hours after that, suddenly I realized that there were 18,300 results in Google talking about Rippln. Now, as you know, I like to do my research and I try to find out exactly what's going on. But when I saw this growth, I was like, wow, this is really something incredible, absolutely incredible. So now, basically, I got the invitation, and then I went to startmyripple.com, where basically you are supposed to go in. Whenever somebody invites you, they send you an invite code, and with this invite code, you are supposed to be put there in the invite code, and then you get into the software. Okay, now let me tell you what happened, because this is where I think it is actually very interesting. Now, what happened was that they had some videos there, and I started realizing that there were some crazy videos about the compensation plan and about all these different levels and all these different things and whatever. And I started saying, what on earth is this? Because of course this reminded me tremendously of how multi-level marketing works. And I mean, I do not know about you, but I am not too fond of working with multi-level marketing. Now, I am not discarding the validity of it, because I know that it can be very powerful and very valid. However, it is not my kind of thing, doing multi-level marketing. So when I saw this, I was like, holy smokes. I mean, this is absolutely something that I don't want to even see I mean, I don't really want to get involved into this. But then I started seeing a little bit further, and then I sent an email to the people from Rippln, and then they started explaining to me what was going on. But of course, my skeptical alter ego just showed up, because obviously, I mean, when I saw that, I was a little bit too skeptical about what's actually happening. Now, what they explained to me, basically, it was that they were rolling the application in 4 phases. In fact, the application is not available right now to the market. So they explained to me the first phase, it is what they call the inviting players phase, basically, which is the penetration and expansion. So they are basically inviting players, people that could have influence on the internet, and this is the reason why they invited me to be part of this, right? So that was phase number 1, and that, of course, they are using this sort of MLM-like kind of thing, so that they will get the penetration in the market that they require. Then afterwards, phase number 2, it is the communications and compensation phase, where they're gonna start telling you exactly how everything is gonna work, or also to the players and to all the people which are gonna be involved. Then afterwards, they're gonna have a huge global launch, an offline launch. So basically, it's gonna be an online and offline launch. They're gonna have television. I mean, it's really very impressive, all these things that they are doing. And then afterwards, they're gonna go to what they call the Amazonized phase. And that sounds a little bit weird, but this is something that, I mean, I'm not supposed to be revealing it, because you're supposed to sign a non-disclosure agreement, but I'm basically giving you my interpretation, not exactly what they are saying, so that you can more or less understand exactly the way that I understood it. Basically, what they are doing right now is exactly what Amazon did in the past. They are building a very, very strong network and a very, very strong infrastructure in order for them to start already selling a number of products. So now, these are the elements that really completely got my attention. You have the social viral element of Facebook. You have the fun of Angry Birds or other iPad game or iPhone game or Samsung Android game, right? So you have 2 very interesting elements. The third element is that you have a communication element, like if it will be WhatsApp. And the fourth is like if you will have a Groupon or Amazon. Now, I actually took all my skepticism away, because of course, I mean, I didn't really like the way that they were doing it, but after I understood what it was all about, I said, wow, this really can have a chance. And that's where I actually started taking interest on it. Now, I do not know, and I have to be very honest, I don't want to actually be saying, well, you know, this is going to be the next big thing, and I want to be as neutral as possible about how this situation is going to play. However, I understood, because I was there when Twitter was born. I remember perfectly well when Twitter was born and how humongously it grew. I mean, I want to be part of the early bird group, because if actually this is going to grow the way that it appears that it's going to grow, this is going to be very, very powerful. Now, the interesting thing is, obviously, this is for free. Therefore, there's absolutely no risk on my side or in the side of anyone else, right? Because, of course, it is for free. And I would also like to quote Forrest Gump whenever he was actually saying, well, you know, I mean, if you want to win the lottery, at least buy yourself a ticket. And that's why, I mean, I actually decided to actually play and participate. Now, I hope that you more or less understand why I wanted to share all these things with you, because of course, I'm going to play, I am already playing, and I would like to invite you to also play. So let the games begin. So let me just go back to this presentation. So how it all works. First of all, what you need to do is request an invite from me or whoever has invitations, because right now they are restricting the invitations to only 5 invitations at a time. That doesn't mean that you only get 5 invitations, but you need to actually provide those 5 invitations so that you can get another 5 invitations. This is very interesting because I have also seen this approach being used by Google. Whenever actually they provided Gmail, that's the way that they were doing it, remember? So as you can see, this is not that crazy. Second, the moment that you will get the invitation, you will be getting an invitation with a code. The moment that you get the code, make sure to apply it right away, because until you unlock that code, you will not let whoever is inviting actually offer it to someone else. Then you need to go to startmyripple.com and enter your unique code, right? Once again, do it as quickly as possible, because if not, I cannot provide further invites, or whoever invited you cannot provide further invites, right? Provide those 5 invitations to people so that you can unlock those 5 invitations when they accept. But bear in mind, in order for you to get more invitations, you have to make sure that the person which is already there has already unlocked their invitations, right? Now, I hope that I'm not going to get in trouble for this, because I am not supposed to show you how the software looks from inside. But basically, let me show this to you. You see, right now, what you will see here on the left are all the people that have already accepted my invitation. I have 1 invitation right now to go, and I have 1 invitation that is supposed to be claimed. That one here, this one on the red, needs to be claimed, and this one I am supposed to give it to somebody, right? So until this person, and I have also given away this other invitation, I will not be able to give any further invitations. Now what happens is that, for example, it will start going like ripples, like ripples. So for example, I have right now 4 ripples, 89 people, so I have provided these to, let's say, 15, 20 people, and right now those 20 people have invited their 5 people and their 5 people. So what happens is that there's already 89 people, and this happened within 36, 40 hours, and I am already spread within 14 countries. Now, I am not sending massive emails to all over the place, because of course it's just not possible to give all these invitations away. However, I think this is going to be very, very interesting, and that's why I want you to be one of the people which is receiving an invitation from me, or which is receiving an invitation from any of the people which are working with me, because I think it will be very beneficial for you. Once again, everything works like ripples, and that's why it's called Rippln. And this is going to be, I have the feeling, I cannot say with 100% guarantee, but I have the feeling that this is going to grow very, very fast. Now, if you would like to play the game, let me give you some tips on how you can actually really make the most out of it. First of all, send your 5 guests the pre-NDA video, which is inside of the members area the moment that you get access. There's one video that is called pre-NDA. Send the pre-NDA video inside the members area so that they will catch the interest to the people that you're going to be inviting. Then afterwards, send them this video so that they will understand how it works. Then, of course, rinse and repeat, and then keep on creating ripples and help your team create more ripples. Okay? Now, very important, possible outcomes, right? I am not saying that this is going to work guaranteed, okay? So it's going to be like a toss of a coin, but from what I see and on the perspective that I see it and from what it was explained to me, I have a good feeling that this is going to grow quite big. So, of course, the decision is yours. You can either be inside or not be inside. Now, if you want to play, let me tell you, all you need to do, I mean, you don't have to, but of course, I mean, I recommend that you do it, but I mean, it's up to you. All you need to do is send an email to me that says, please send me an invite to Rippln. Send it to mypapersonal@gmail.com. and we will send you an invitation as soon as possible. And please remember that you need to activate the invite code ASAP so that we can liberate more invites, so that we can also invite more people, and also that these invites expire. So the address again is mypapersonal@gmail.com. mypapersonal@gmail.com. Well, let's play together and let's see what happens.